1987 was a very productive year for the Amstrad gaming industry, and I'm guessing for the 8-bit gaming industry in general. Rygar, which I will suppose it is pronounced this way, was published by US Gold in that year. Taking place in a prehistoric fantasy world, the game is a side-scrolling slasher of sorts, where the main character runs from left to right in a dark world and has a metallic disc to fight his enemies by throwing it to them. These enemies are creatures like tiny triceratopses or triceratopi. Tiny dinosaurs with 3 horns anyway, although probably they're just prehistoric lions. Guys with big pitchforks, flying armadillos, birds who throw horned dudes, weird disc-like things that go underground sometimes, as well as trios of strange dinosaur-like beings. Of course, nature is also there to get you, and it's highly advisable to avoid falling in the water or in holes in the ground. Luckily, not everything is against you in this game. There are some weird stone faces that grow on the ground, and if you hit them, they give you various bonuses, mostly points and in some cases extra lives. Also, for every 20 kills, a power-up falls from the sky, which can make your disc go longer, go through the enemies. So it's one hit, multiple kills instead of one hit, one kill. Go vertically when you press up and fire at the same time, instead of a full circle, and I don't know if this power-up is good really. Or it can make you kill the enemies every time you jump on them instead of just bouncing. It's a game where you don't get bored easily since the action is never repeated. With few exceptions, the enemies are not at the exact same spot every time you play. You can change the direction of your jump in mid-air, which is good, especially when you're trying to land on one of those tiny pieces of land in the middle of the rivers, or when an armadillo is coming for you. And the stages change every time, and although there aren't many variations, it's still a very good effort. Okay, let's try to rate this bad boy, shall we? As usual, we'll begin with graphics. It's a 3. Nothing extraordinary even by the standards of 1987. You can see what's happening pretty clearly, the level of detail on the sprites is satisfactory, and generally the outcome is pleasant to the eye. To the right one, the left one was not very happy. Sound 3. Normal sound effects, nothing special. They're there to do their job, and their job they do. The music tracks are pretty cool though. Gameplay 4. As I said earlier, the background doesn't change much, but in general the game doesn't feel like it's repeating itself. Sometimes it feels like it's hard to jump correctly and you can fall into the water instead, but this probably gets corrected with, well, practicing. General experience 4. Even if eventually you will get tired after all this violence, because let's face it, you're human, Rygar is a pretty fun game and interesting to play even after almost 30 years have passed, considering that it's 2015 now. This comment was for future viewers. Overall, what we used to play gives a 3.5 to Rygar, and we can move on to the next video after completing the liking, sharing and subscribing procedures if we haven't already. See you there!